My tech guy is not around, but it's okay. All right, we're online, we're online, we're online. All righty. Cool beans. All right, let's see, let's see, let's see. Cool. All right, man, this is okay. Ooh, we're good to go. All right, I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. All right, we're good to go. We're good to go. All right, everybody. Hi, good evening again. Like I said, I know it's been a crazy month, crazy year. It's like you're recouping from last year. So things make a big difference on what's going on. So tonight's going to kind of be a little different in some ways. In some ways, it's going to be like, again, foundation, foundation, foundation. I always say foundation, foundation, foundation. One thing I really want to make sure is that as we go into the foundation part of it, that you all understand that what we're looking at and what we're doing is we're making a difference in what is said. So with that said, I want to just make sure that you all can hear and everything else. So I understand that. So let's just make sure that we have everything we need and we're going forward. And let me see. All right. And here, let's see what's going on over here. All right. I got a new gizmo, so I'm just making sure it's working. So on the chat box in the Zoom, will the Zoom people let me know if you can hear me or not?
Yes.
Let me know if you can hear me or not. That'd be great. Just put in the chat that you can hear. Cool. All right. Okay, who can hear? Chat, who can hear? All right, good. All right, got it. Okay, cool. All right, so let me know again because I'm doing something different today, trying a whole new system out. Just let me know if you can hear it. Just send a chat in the chat room. For instance, you can see it where it says hello. All right, I say hello. There you go. Hello to everyone. All right.
Got it.
I see some people in there and no answer. Can you hear me? I guess not.
Yes.
Okay.
Um.
Let me see.
Okay.
All
Got it.
righty. Well, let's see. You can't hear me. Maybe I need to go ahead and log out, log back in.
View option.
Okay. No one's in the chat. I sent the
Okay.
message to everyone. It says hello. All right. No one in the chat room. Brian raised his hand. All right. So that means. All right. So you can hear. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So you guys can hear? Yes? No? Put yes. You can hear. Because I don't want to get started. I was thinking you tell me you can't hear. Just type yes. You can hear. Or just yes. Or just why. Yes, I can hear. Okay. Cool. All right. All right. Way to go. Way to go. All right. Cool. Let's rumble. All right. We're going to talk off a little bit tonight. There's a lot of different things, but here's one thing I want to say. This is the end of the year. All right? This is it. And I said back in October that the year was already over with. I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't have your plan for this coming 22 by now, your game is like last year already. That's all it is. You're going to do a repeat, rinse and repeat. You're going to act like you're doing something different. You're going to go ahead and lie to yourself and say, hey, I got a goal. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And all of a sudden it deflates before you know it. Here's one thing I want to tell you. One thing that what we do here, we already got our vision boards, our vision boards already beginning and stuff like that. So it'll be completed by tomorrow because we have our class tomorrow on it as well, doing our vision board together because it's very important about your vision board. Your vision board is going to make a difference where you're going to go as well. Also, another thing for all of you that there's things out there in life you want to begin to understand, and I get that by what you do and stuff makes a difference. And here's one thing. Time will always keep on ticking no matter what. Oh, and you know what? One thing before we get started, because I really like doing this. I really do. And it's because it kind of gets me going as well. And it's just a place I like to start with because it really brings out the whole excitement. This is what I do before I actually get on calls. This is what I actually do before I get on any call.
Talking about wholesaling real estate. So this is always an exciting one for me and ready to go.
Why?
Now.
Because it's something that I like doing. And it really does get you. Here's one thing.
So, guys,
if you can't get excited about what you're doing in life,
you guys can join.
I don't care if it's just making pancakes.
We have here.
If you can't get excited about making pancakes,
one big favor and
I don't know what's
like
going on.
And
there's something that really makes a difference
and
when
helps
you really
us learn
know what you're doing.
So,
even those of you who work for some people,
guys,
you've got to be excited knowing that one day you're going to walk out of there.
You ready to go?
You're going to walk out of there. This time,
get out of bed.
6 months from now, you're going to walk out of there. Why? Because you won't need to be there anymore. You be wasting your time. So here we go. But anyway, what we say is that what you want to understand is one thing that what makes a difference in your life is everything, how and what you do. And building credit, business credit is the same thing. It's the same thing.
Honestly,
it does the same thing.
Probably do that.
How you do it, how you respond to it. So. Yes, it's my song, baby.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Woo. This is it right here. Before you get on the phone, before I go into class, before I talk to a client, because guess what?
Wake up.
It's awesome.
Wake up, bitch. Get up.
Yeah. Wait, we start the brand new next year live, the live workshops at the hotel again? Absolutely. I ain't messing around. Yeah. Like being on copy. All jacked up. All right. That's awesome. All right, now I can really get rolling. All right, so what I want to say is also, you've got to understand there's time. A lot of you think you have time. How much time have you wasted there this year saying you wish you had time? Here's one thing I want you to begin to understand about building business credit. You don't have time. A lot of you think some have time well next year. What about those who got caught in the COVID with your panties down? Got your panties in a twist because now a lot of you started calling and said, oh my God, corporate credit's not built in an hour. It's a 90-day cycle. And the slower you go, the longer the cycle. Here's the thing. If you're going to be lazy, lazy doesn't have a vote. You don't let lazy have a vote. That's it. Lazy does not have a vote. Not whatsoever. Lazy should never have a vote. If you're going to be, I can you don't have time to put it off tomorrow. What you can put off today, don't you do it today. What you can do to put off tomorrow, do it today. You don't have that luxury. You got to remember that. You're going to work. You can work hard to live and everything else. But here's what. See, people work hard, and the average, they work for so long. All right, and they try to hold, and they hold their life a little bit. Here's one thing. You have 86,400 seconds in a day. Think about that. Most of the battles in your head. Most of your battles in the head about time. Some of you have been average for so long, you don't even know how to get back into the game. And this is what I really have passion about, is that I go through the same thing. You don't think so? Here's another thing. I have some stuff to get out to people regarding programs, and it didn't get done yet today. I mean, it was almost done, but I remember I let most of the crew go and I have just 2 people taking care of getting things out. So some things are backed up. So I forgot, but what can I do? I said, man, you know what? I didn't think that, I thought, it's Thursday, Tuesday. I thought it hasn't been relaxed after this. It's crazy, but it's perfectly fine. So I'm not complaining, but I'm letting you know. See, that's what I mean by I didn't really in my mind prepare for the onslaught, because I said. That was the lazy part talking. So that's what I'm talking about. That's why I like playing that music. That's the reason why. And here's what you want. See, people want what you have. People want to take away what you have. What you have right now, I don't have anything, really. Those of you who built business credit and the longer students with me out there in YouTube world, Facebook world, and Zoom's going to be disappearing next year, but I'm just kind of keeping it until I can kind of get it weaned off to where I can send out the right links. Okay, so anyways, so what I'm saying is that People want what you have. I don't care if you only have $100,000 in business credit. Somebody out there wants what you have, and they're bound to take it from you, and you don't believe it. You act like they won't. Now, I told you this. Now, a lot of you are not in this particular class, but I show people how to swoop up someone's business and take the credit. Even if it's yours, it's easy to swoop up and take the credit. People don't understand that. Oh, it can't be done. Really? Really? I did 2 of them this week already. Yeah, 2 of them this week already. One out of St. Louis and one out of California. No, one out of New Mexico. You guys got to know how to do this stuff, but you can't even, you guys whine too much. You guys say, oh my God, I can't do it today. Why not? I'm working. Let's see. How many other students do I have working that are working 18 hours a day roughly? Think about that. And they're doing it. Why? There's a big difference in the mindset. You got to remember this. People they really do want what you have. They either want your wife, they want your husband, or they want your boyfriend, they want your girlfriend. Everybody out there wants what you have. Yeah, they might not say, oh, they don't want what I have because I got this bill. That doesn't matter. They would rather have the bills you have than not have nothing at all. Some only have $50,000 right now, but they'd rather have your 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or your $1 million with the bills to go with it because they understand about leveraging. They like leveraging. They're not afraid of money. Some of you are afraid of money. That's why you're afraid to leverage. Some of you out there have really gotten really smart in the business because now you leveraged your credit lines. You got money on houses. You got money in personal loans out there. And no, we don't send Guido to the house so they don't break it. We send something stronger than that. But anyways, here's the thing. You want to begin, you got to really start looking at it. You don't think people want what you have? Well, I really don't have a company. I failed at a couple of companies already in my life. People would love to have that. I can take what you failed and turn it into gold. But see, a lot of you don't want to do the work. In fact, this week, I've taken on Dun & Brad, called Dun & Brad, had the company merged with this other company that gave them the years in history. 18 years. One was 13 years. All this stuff. Everything. And then on top of that, guess what? They want that too. Somebody does want what you have. I don't care who it is. In your family, the more credit you start getting, the more they're going to start turning against you. Why? You shouldn't have that kind of money. You shouldn't have that kind of credit. You don't deserve that kind of credit. What are you going to do with that kind of credit? You don't know what to do with things like that. You do. They don't understand. And you guys listen to them like it's real. I got calls on this week. I was sharing this week at Christmas party, and people say, "Wow, I have, some guy called me. He had 200,000. Gal called me. She has 900,000, almost $1 million." And her friends say, "Man, turn that in. That's illegal. You can't have that kind of credit. What are you going to do? Tell her it's illegal to have business credit. Look how, I'm telling you, and these people." One's from MIT, one's from Harvard, and one's from Yale, other one from Princeton. I'm in business economics, whatever they said, blah, blah, blah. You can't have that kind of money. Man, I get some new friends quick. Your originating circle will make a big difference. Your originating circle will make a huge difference. This is one thing I did teach way back in 2009 and 8, back in 7 and 6. In fact, I have some of the old members, even one of them is here tonight. But here's one thing I want to let you know. Hey, folks, I'm telling you, and I promise you, you only have 86,400 seconds in a day. What are you going to do with it? Most of the battles in your head about building business credit. Business credit is the most excellent way to get leverage in your life so you can start fixing your life up and doing well. You sleep 1/3 of your life away. You sleep 1/3 of your life away and then some people say, I want a day off from building my business credit. You can't afford a day off. You sleep 1/3 of your life away and you want to say you want to take a day off? Do you think building business credit cares if it's your birthday today? Time doesn't even care if it's your birthday today. You cry over money. I don't have enough money. When's the last time money cried over you? See, if you really understood the power of OPM, other people's money, you would understand the money that you have now What could you do to make a difference, to make things happen? Remember though, instant money is not instant. It looks instant when you start seeding, you start planting the seeds, and all of a sudden you have the crop sprouts up. It's like bamboo. Bamboo doesn't show for 90 days. You keep watering, you keep watering. It's like, where's it at? Where's it at? And all of a sudden, like the 90th day, it's like someone just pulls them out of the ground. Bam, I could grow 3 or 4 feet in the air. It's really weird to see how bamboo grows quick after that. And then you can't get rid of it. It is tough to get rid of bamboo. But here's the thing. You've got to be just like that bamboo. You keep watering, you keep watering. You can't afford a day off on your birthday. You think time's on your side? Time doesn't care. Time doesn't care. In fact, time only wants you to go ahead and not do what needs to be done. Time wants you to go ahead and say, oh, you know what? Don't worry about it. You got tomorrow. You sleep in 1/3 of your life away. People don't really realize what I do with my schedule, because I don't go to bed till 2 in the morning. I get up at 6. I'm not going to pay. I don't need that much sleep. I don't care. I'm going to change it this year where I'm going to get up at 4, go to the gym, and be out of the gym by 5:30. Why? Because I got things to do. I tell you what, I don't have time to sleep. I can sleep when I'm dead. That'll be eternal, so I can sleep forever. I'm telling you folks, you want to begin to understand, opportunities pass you by because you're lazy, mentally, emotionally, socially, and spiritually. And I'm saying this because all this week and last week, hey, what's a holiday? You're going to have the course? You're going to have, what? You're going to have the training. I have the training on New Year's Eve, on Christmas Eve. I'm going to have it also on New Year's Eve up till 8 o'clock. New Year's Eve is not going to bring me any money. Why am I going to watch that ball fall when they get paid all the millions of dollars to advertise it? Are you making those millions? No, you're sitting there watching and making them million. You guys don't understand. You watch football games. What are you doing watching football games? They're making millions of dollars. What are you making sitting there? Nothing. See, you guys got to begin to understand. This coming year, you're going to get a whole bunch of different coaches. And if they don't want to, and one thing, if they're not going to be, they're going to be soft and you're gone. See you later. You guys say you want business credit, then either put up or shut up. See, most people will go in life doing that. Hey, I'm going to be successful. It's coming. It's going. You know what? I know I can go ahead and do it. You know, I'm going to go to the next level. Everybody talks the talk. Everybody talks the talk. But when it comes down to go ahead and put up and pay up, you ain't paying up. Oh, well, you know, I'm telling you, this year, no excuses. If not, don't even bother calling, because let me tell you why. The bottom line is, you say you want it, then you do what you're going to do when you're asked to do what you need to do, and you do what the coaching says. And I'm not going to tell you around the bank, okay? But I want to let you know, everybody talks that talk. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and be the next, I'm going to go to the next level. And then when it comes to put up, all of a sudden the excuses come in. It's like, here's what life does to you. Life's going to test you, and it's going to give you all the excuses not to move up. And some of you are going to buy it. Look what you guys bought. You bought yourself in your head an excuse of why not to do something. You're buying what you're selling. A lot of you guys sell out when you could be doing that one extra item could make a difference for you in your world. Some of you say you don't want to do certain things. It's like, you know what? Guess what? Life's a test. And this is one test you can't cheat on. No matter what, it's going to show up. No matter what, it's going to show up. Everyone that's gotten to the $1 million is only because of the fact we used the power of attorney and got them out of the way because they were hindering us. That's it. They moved quick. And then they began to learn because it was wax on, wax off. In the real estate arena, same thing. Someone's going to be surprised by July. Why? Because the seeds have been planted. And that's the best thing. Somebody can be surprised in June. It's another thing. Somebody can be surprised in August, in May. There's some huge things coming down the pike. But the best thing is this, guess what? Right now, if some of you invested $3,000 in the crypto, there's a certain crypto that right now, if you invested $3,000, you'd be making $5,000 a week. $5,000 a week. It's crazy. And it's true. 5 a week, you can take it out if you want, or you can roll it over. It's up to you. But you can take it out every week and leave the 3 and just keep going. There's many things. That's what I'm saying. There's so many things. Anyways, but see, life will show up. It's going to test you. It's going to test your endurance of listening to the world or listening to your actions that will take you someplace. The world is not fair. That's it. If you guys don't get that by now, the world is not on your side. It's only on the side if you don't want it to be on your side, which means this. The world's not on your side. You've got to make it happen. That's the bottom line is. Because the world's always going to test you and say, hey, you know, take a day off. It's okay. You don't need to do that. Or you know what? Don't worry about all that. Bull. You're sleeping 1/3 of your life away, then you complain. Sleep instead of 8 hours, sleep 6. And do that. What are you going to do for those 2 hours? Find something you got to do, whether it be mailing letters out or going online and doing divisions or whatever it might be. Now this January, there's a lot of people that are going to have to start getting a lot of their stuff done for their divisions. They're going to have phone numbers, tax IDs. They're going to have what do you call it? Websites, phone numbers, bank accounts. Because now that it's going to be soon, that'll be the time to get that all done. It'll be time to transfer. Now also we're going to do it all in an order. But a lot of people are going to go, well, I'm going to do number 10 first. Then you're going to jack it all up and say, how come it didn't work? Because the way you here's the thing. I know when you follow the order by what happens. The results always tell me. You can't hide from it. Life's going to test you. If you go out of order, it's going to show up. It's that simple. So here's the thing also. Opportunity will just pass you by. Opportunity will pass you by, and life will always give you options to say, well, that's just how it is. No, it's not. That's just what happened. Now, what did you learn? If you're learning, you're gaining. If you say that's just what happened and not learning, forget it. But life will always test you. So now, let's get rolling because I got some things to share with you tonight. All right. Anyways, that's my preaching for today. Just want to let you know, hey, I really enthused for this coming year. I'm excited. And here's the thing. Every day is a day that you go into battle. You do go into battle. I don't care if you're man, woman, child, youngster, old school, whatever it is, middle school, however it is, husband, wife, whatever you belong to, whatever organization you belong to. I don't care. Life's going to come at you and it's going to test you, and it's relentless. It is relentless unless you powered up. As you want to say, powered up. One thing you want to begin to understand is this. In Corporate Credit Blueprints, that's what we're all about. We want you to, we are here that you succeed. We are here to hear your mumble jumble. Some of you talk a lot of mumble jumble in your head. You have the battles in your head. Well, you know, that's what they did to me. Who cares what they did? It's over. Let's move forward. Let's build an empire. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. That's why every 90 days is going to be the most important part of your life. The most important part of your life. Next thing I also want to let you know is this. Remember, your Social Security number, no matter how much you whacked it up, we can go ahead and help you and assist you getting it done, or get your, some of you already know how to do to get your inquiries off. Some of you can get back to 800s again by taking the inquiries off. If I were you, I would get the inquiries off by January. Because there's a new product that's out. If you have a minimum of 820 score, it's a minimum of $750,000. No bank statements. But you got to have it. All your bureaus have to be clean. No more than one inquiry on each bureau. No more than one inquiry on each bureau. And they allow a utilization of 40%. Think about that. You've got to get that all cleaned up, because that's not going to last very long. I know that because it's the beginning of the year. They're trying to dump and get rid of money into the system. And if you have an 850 825 score, excuse me, 825, not 850, 825 score. It can't be lower than 825. It has to be 825. And you can only have one inquiry. And guess what? Whether you have 14 accounts or you have no accounts, and you've been open for at least 3 months, that'll be up to. Now up to 820, I mean, excuse me, up to 750. Then your score have to be 825. And it's a soft pull. And then after they get done and they approve you, it will be a hard pull. And that's up to 750,000. Now, what's that depend on? I don't know. But I know it's there. And it's the leniency. I can tell you this much. If you have no credit on your business at all, zero, as long as you have a Dun & Brad number and a tax ID number, you'll walk away with about 400,000. So you tell me. You tell me. This is why I'm saying always go. That's why I tell people. I tell them even ones I train, you know what? Take care of those inquiries. I say things for a reason, not because I'm trying to waste your time. I'm not going to tell you all the time what's coming down the pike, because guess what? If that's what it takes to motivate you, forget it. Here's one thing. Instructions are given to you like Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Guess what? That's what it is. So you want to begin to understand that your Social Security number is the only one you have. So you want to be a good CFO. We want to clean that up. But also the SS4 gives you more chances to win. That's why you want to keep your personal credit as clean as you can for emergencies. Like, for instance, when the COVID came in, if you had that and you had your other cards with you, you'd be able to do it. All right. Oh, and let's see. What else? Okay. So that is, we'll let you know that you can win the game, but you've got to realize you want to clean up your Social Security number with all the dirt on it. And then you want to go and you want to build up all you can with your corporation and also with your divisions. Now, the one thing I'm going to get, I'm telling you, this year I'm pushing divisions. I don't care about that regular credit stuff. That's just a joke. Anyone can do. I tell you, any monkey, any banana head, any apple head, any, let's see what I can come up with. And an elephant. What else? Gorilla? Zebra? I don't know. But here. One thing I want to let you know is the things that we tell you is not just because we don't have nothing to say to you. We want to let you know divisions are the most powerful form to go ahead and multiply your money. For instance, let's say in your personal credit you have $500,000 in credit. That's it. But when your corporation has $500,000, how are you daisy chaining it? How are you daisy chaining it down to divisions? So you can have 400 on one division, 400 on the other, and 400 on the other, and 4 times what? 4 is what? $1.6 million you would have. But there's a way to do it, and and companies that do certain things. Bank of America is one of the ones I'm not sure yet about. I have to get the confirmation on that. But there are other good ones out there that actually do really well. As many as you want. And also, we have experience, and I've always known this. I've known this, but a lot of people don't really understand. And here's the thing. What if I tell you if you went to whatever bank, let's say Bank of Banana. So you go to Bank of Banana, and they tell you they don't give you divisions. A lot of people say, oh, well, you lied. They don't give us divisions. All right. Then the Bank of Banana, when they say, I tell you, okay, go back and ask them to do subsidiaries. Then you go back, do you do subsidiaries? Nope. Well, see, you lied. They don't do subsidiaries. All right. Ask them to do parent-child. No, you lied. They don't do parent-child. Okay. They said they only do, for employees cards. Oh, okay. No problem. Well, what if I told you that they do give employees cards? What if I tell you they still give the business name a card? That's all you ask. And I can tell you that for a fact. I have someone on this webinar right now that actually is living proof. And of course he says, how's that possible? How can he do that? Didn't even believe it. Doubting Thomas. And the thing is, he got it. And it's okay. So the thing is that now he knows. And there's a lot you can do with that, knowing how to do it. And I'm not going to tell you what else he did because that's a trade secret. And it's also you paid to get in that particular course as well. But yeah, he got it done. In fact, he did very well on the phone when they were going over the questions with him. He did excellent. I'm proud of that guy. That boy, I'm telling you, man, I'm like, I almost fell out of my chair. I said, man, he answered that just like with no problem. He answered like that, no problem. And I'm telling you, man, he gonna be a contender. He's definitely gonna be someone to deal with in the business world that way. And he's good. He's not. See, he says, "Oh, I'm not that smart." The guy's smart. The guy's very smart. In fact, he's brilliant. And I know he doesn't want nobody to know, but I just told on you. I'm not going to mention your name, of course. But you know what? You know what I'm talking about. But the thing is, the guy's brilliant. He really is. And I laugh. I talk about him a lot to a lot of people, my staff members. Yeah, I said this, so-and-so guy, man, blah, blah, blah. He's brilliant. And he just keeps saying these stories, but he going to bust out. He's going to bust out. I'm telling you, he really is. And once he gets I don't know what he's looking for, but I think he's looking for $1 million. Once he hits $1 million, he's gonna have money. He's really gonna have some money to do some stuff, and then he'll be able to quit here in June or July. So his job, but the guy's smart. The guy is. He knows what to do. So, anyways, let's see. Why divisions? Again, divisions give you power to multiply. It gives you. In other words, it's like you're the parent, and now I don't care if you're a man, you can have a child now. You can birth a child. This is the only way you can birth a child. The divisions or subsidiaries or parent-child, trade name, whatever you want to call it, okay? They're all the same thing in the book of doing business. All right. I'm going to tell you this. You realize that people in Harvard and Yale do not understand what we're talking about? I'll call the Harvard professor out. They really don't understand this particular thing. And they don't even understand the fact, I even have fact that Pfizer even did it. In fact, I'll do it on the brand new year. I'll break out Pfizer again to show them how they have the divisions and what they did. I promise you, they don't teach us in business school. They keep you guys ignorant because they like people that don't know what they don't know. So, I got to be a victim. There's no victims in here anymore. Stop it. You know how to do it. Stop it. You do. So that's why I say I love divisions. And why? Because this why. Allows you to set up and run a different business type as well as a different location. I have someone right now also in California. They have one business and they're going to be starting up a trucking business. They were going to create a whole other company. I said, no, why? They can still create a division, get a new tax ID, and guess what? Guess what? They can get a new tax ID, and on top of that, guess what? Then when the trucking goes really good, you can merge it off and turn it into a subsidiary. You can incorporate it. But first, see if it's going to work. If not, it's no problem. It only costs you like $35, $40 to go ahead and start a division. Except Georgia's like $160 for a division. Woo-wee. Anyways, but the thing is, you can do something. And on top of that, you can pass down the credit to the trucking company. I'm going to tell you something after this. Okay, hold on. Also allows you to separate liability if something goes wrong. That's why you want a division. Allows you to have the time to disconnect, isolate, and incorporate. See, a lot of people want to go out and start corporate. Let me go ahead and tell you. No, I'm going to tell myself. I started corporation after corporation. I had 10 corporations before I had any divisions. I'm serious. And that's how I kind of, besides I worked at some other place, but that's how I discovered, well, God, I have divisions, but I realized that I have to spend all that money on the corporations. Oh, by the way, do you realize that division that you get? Let's say the division you have right now. In fact, I'm going to go on a little training for you guys. The division that would be right there right now, one of those divisions, let's say I'm going to call it Banana Inc. So let's say you have Banana. A DBA of a corporation is a DBA of a corporation. A DBA of a corporation is a DBA of a corporation. A DBA of an LLC is a DBA of an LLC. A DBA of you is a DBA of you. A DBA of an LLC is a DBA of an LLC. And a DBA of a corporation is a DBA of a corporation. So if you have banana, you can actually call it Banana Inc., but not on the paper. You can actually buy a seal that says Banana Inc., and it can have the same year that your main company has. So the company has 18 years. You can buy a seal for your division. You don't need the documentation yet, but you can get the seal for the division, and any paperwork you do for the division, you can go ahead and put that seal on it, and it says how long you've been in business because you're connected to the parent company. And when you do split off, you're still going to be connected, so the years are going to follow. That Dun and Brad number that you eventually going to get with that, it's going to attach itself to the years. That's another thing you have to be getting is seals for each one of those divisions. Why? Because that's what's necessary to have things happen. So now, with that said, let's move forward. All right. Oh, I got something else to tell you about that. Okay. Anyways, sample. If a corporation has multiple properties, this is also good for real estate. I'm telling you, folks, this is the best bomb item. Because a lot of attorneys tell you, in fact, I even had a discussion with 3 of them this week. I tell you, I've been like going after everybody this week because someone told one of my clients, no, you're better off you have an LLC for every property, or excuse me, have an LLC, not for every property, but have an LLC, put 3 there, and then create another LLC after 3 more. I said, what a knucklehead. What dum-dum. All right? So you can get a tax ID once a day. Excuse me. Yeah, you can get 30 tax IDs in a month. How many tax IDs do you want? That's all up to you. Now here's my question. I said, why do that? All they have to do is create da-da-da. And then they go, well, no, because then they're going to have... I said, what do you mean no? Well, it's connected to the parent company. And what about the other 3? Are they not all connected? In fact, they're all connected to the LLC. And how much protected is a person from the LLC? You all know now. Also, another thing, I told you about the attorney he's in the federal system, a federal attorney, I believe, but he has a private practice somewhere else. Something's going on, but I forgot what that was. I actually got to find his stuff and bring that out too. He's the one that says he slices through LLCs within 5 minutes. And I've been saying this even way back in 2008, 2009. And in 2009, I did a seminar in Phoenix, Arizona. And I believe I was saying it there. But LLCs, they're not your friend, man. Remember, it's a liability company, not a corporation. Corporation is your best protection on the planet. I say, look it, and I'll challenge any attorney on this. Call me up. Or your fact checkers. I'm challenging you fact checkers, check this out. If you have an LLC and 3 things attached to it, and one of those houses get in trouble because someone slips and falls and you're renting it out and they want to sue you, now they're going to take down the whole environment. But what if I tell you the way you set up your divisions, each division has its own tax ID, its own address, because the address of what the house is the address you're going to use. Let's say it's called 1205 Meadow Street. You're going to put down 1205 M Street or Meadow Street. Or you can put the whole number, whatever you want to do. Get a tax ID for that particular property. Cost you $35, $40. Maybe 60. Georgia, 160. Okay? So now I'm telling you, guess what? Guess what happens? If anything happens, like it says right here, it gives you time to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Then you can go ahead and file BK against it if it doesn't work out because they don't want to take your plea. Like, okay, I can only afford 2 cents on a dollar or 1 cent on a dollar, whatever it is. Because then if you isolate it and disconnect it, it doesn't affect anybody at all. You only lose one thing versus that. Then, on top of that, since it's a write-off, you get to write that off. Oh, that's CPA. My CPA. Now, I have a CPA that is attorney and CPA. He understands all this. He liked when I showed it to him. He goes, wow. He goes, that's actually easier. I said, no kidding. I'm telling you, it's because I'm an attorney, they say. By the way, I'm not an attorney. I'm not here to be your attorney. I'm not here to be your financial advisor. I'm not here to be your, what's the other thing, CPA, all right? Now, everything I'm telling you is stuff that we do and our advisor tells us, and also the opinion letter. Man, you guys got to start learning how to use opinion letters to keep you out of trouble from an attorney. It doesn't cost that much for an opinion letter. You tell him, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how it's going to do. You put it down in black and white in writing. He'll look it over. He'll say, okay, yes, or he'll put the corrections and say, well, if you're going to do that, you need to also do this, this, and this. You missed that. Okay, great. Now, if I do all that, if anything comes about, would I get in trouble? So he'll do a letter of an opinion. Letter of opinion, if this person stays within this box, okay, within this box, you should have, I forgot the wording, but in other words, the liability shouldn't have any liability due to the fact that you're operating within the scope of the box and blah, blah, blah. So then if someone comes to you and you know that you follow the scope, you can go ahead and hand in the letter and say, here. Oops, going to show you a real document. Here's my letter of opinion. Now you have a proof. Tell them to prove that I didn't do that. Also with a letter of opinion, when I tell my people, I filed a letter of opinion in the county recorder's office with an affidavit saying that I am not, my intention, I'm giving real something, my intention is not to go ahead and go outside of the realms of what I've been instructed to stay within that will keep me within the legal realms of the behavior of blah, 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 and so on and so on and so on. If no one argues within 30 days, you got to put it in the newspaper. No one argues that claim. Guess what? Boom, off to the races. Then you can show the affidavit. Then you can show this. As long as you didn't go out that box, as long as they accuse you, the thing is you don't have to prove anything because you already proved it before they even said it to you. Think about that. This is what we teach you. How to defend yourself. You defend yourself before the fight comes. So when the fight comes, they can't fight because they're going to try. Remember, those who file first usually win. Those are something. But the thing, I got the Greek wording for it. But yeah, it's so powerful that when they come, they see. Remember, how do you prove a negative? You can't. So you do it up front before when someone accuses you. Say, too late. I already filed this, 2 years ago. Here you go. And they go, oh, now they have to prove that you didn't. Well, it's already notarized. It's already recorded in the county recorder's office, and you have everything there. Now they're going to have to prove that you had intent because you already said you didn't have intent before they even came to you at it. Well, I'm telling you, there's just so much. My attorney I have is great. I'm telling you. And Harold Stokes is another great one. He was a great attorney. That guy got me started on all this stuff. Anyways, then I have a group that does affidavits anyways that are really brilliant. Way better than I am. I just know enough to go ahead and protect and enough to fend off. So when they want to accuse you, they can't accuse you because you already have it, and you got a letter of opinion filed in the county records in the public record, so no one can say that you tried to hide it, and you had it in the newspapers for 30 days. Oh yes. Now you can't do something stupid and go way out of the box. You might have stepped a little bit over. That's different. Way different. Because then it shows the known intent because you went back inside but then you step way out of the box and keep doing it. No, I'm sorry. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. So don't do anything goofy. I'm just telling you, folks, there's a lot in that one. I'm just told you there's a lot of gold. I'm going to come and tell you. All right, anyways. So in other words, there you go. So temporary default, we talk about that. Also allows you to build corporate cash and supply credit. Here's what I wanted to tell you. What I wanted to tell you about this thing. Also, remember, they usually ask for, in fact, what's today, Wednesday? Thursday, okay. Well, Thursday I have training with someone at 2 o'clock, no, 3 o'clock Mountain, no, 3 o'clock Central Time tomorrow. There's some things we're going to do tomorrow that are going to be really awesome because what we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and call and ask. Because here's the thing. The reason why I do this with the students, tomorrow I'll call. See, sometimes I'll call your business and you'll be on the Zoom and I'll talk to them when you hear what I say, and then I have you try it, and then you get a little better. Like I said, one o'clock. I'm telling him he's gotten really good. Now, and the more you call, the better you get at. Okay, that's the only reason why I got good. I've been doing it since '85, so I've did it for a couple of days already. All right. So, but here's what I'm gonna have him do tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do some things. We're gonna call some lenders up, and there's some questions I'm gonna have him ask. And the question I'm gonna have him ask is gonna reveal to him now about what I'm going to tell you right now. See, most people don't know to ask this question. This is another golden nugget. And I won't give more details. I'll just give you what you can do. And there's a way you ask it. And if you ask it wrong, they'll shut you down. can a corporation or division or an LLC, because if I would set this up, I would have a corporation, an LLC, an LLC, LLC in the division arenas. In fact, the one client we have there tomorrow, we're going to call Dun & Brad tomorrow. I will. I'll let him listen to what I say. And we're going to have a corporation that he's had for a long time, and he's just brought it back to life. That's going to give him some more power, and I'm going to show him what to do with that tomorrow. So best be ready. And we're going to do it within 2 hours. No, 2.5. So the thing is that he has a bonus coming tomorrow. He's been really great. He's been diligent. He's been working. He's been pushing. So I just want to acknowledge him really for, and you know who I'm talking about. I don't really mention names. I didn't ask him ahead of time, so I didn't. But anyways, he's been awesome. And I'll just put it this way. He's in Minnesota. So other than that, I just want to say he's been awesome. He's been really great. He's a mover. He's a shaker. I know sometimes he doesn't think so because of what he's doing, but I'm telling you, he will be done in July. He can just tell the company to blow it out of his butt. Or I would turn what he's doing, I would turn that into a business, and I will go ahead and get myself a vehicle that someone else can do, and he can hire them and get them to start doing stuff. So when he actually leaves that position, what he's doing, that he can still have that position still going and make a little piece of the pie. Just an idea, Minnesota. All right. Anyways, because it's time to apply for lease autos. Okay. So now the thing is that they can go ahead and guarantee. Well, you need a guarantee for your business. Okay, cool, no problem. Can another business guarantee another business? Of course. But you got to know how to ask, or else you get the wrong answer. All right, cool. And I'm serious. It really is. Go ahead and make a call. Hey, can I go ahead and then tell? Well, no, because there's a way you ask it and a department you need to ask for. Okay. Thank you. Anyways, let's move on to the next thing. All right. As you can go ahead. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So now, next thing, here you go. The 3 steps. Here's what I really call it. It's a line of defense for you. A line of defense for you. My whole goal is to make sure each one of these gets to $1 million, which will give you $4 million bucks. This is cash credit. This is cash credit, lines of credit. It could be loans. Remember I talked about some of you new people out there about loans. Loans are good only if you understand how to use them. Business loans. Okay. Also, another thing you got to remember this when you're setting up your business line of defense is that you can actually start something you don't know about. Seriously. You want to start a business in, knitting. The art of knitting. How to knit in 5 days a big old blanket or something. I don't know. Then you can try it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, okay, great. And you don't have to worry about it. How do you think these other companies do it? Do you all really believe for 1 minute that you believe that GM doesn't have an R&D department? Do you believe Bezos doesn't have that he didn't have it because he's not around anymore? But you believe Bezos didn't have an R&D department? If you guys don't have an R&D department, then you're insane. Those of you who have over $300,000, you better have an R&D department. That means you're trying out stuff. And if you take a hit, you can write it off. Well, I'm not making no money. You can write it off. Here's the thing. If you actually are making money or little money, it shows your attempt. You just can't do it for 5 years and make no money because they're going to cut you off. I mean, you're allowed to move that money forward, but that's what I'm saying. You got to get yourself a good CPA that's going to tell you how to move it forward and what to do with it, or a good attorney guy to tell you what to do. I mean, I have one guy's really good. Actually, now I have 3. Really good. Really good. So, anyways. So this is what I'm saying, your line of defense. This is your whole thing right here. This is what you're looking to build. But here, a lot of people get lazy. A lot of people say, oh, yeah, I want to go to the next level. But they're not willing to put up when it comes time to go ahead and do it. Oh, I got to do the work? Yes. Well, I thought I paid. No, you didn't pay me for do the work. You pay me to do the work? It ain't going to cost no. You kidding? One person, if I took one person that was going to take the course on their own and do their own work. Now, I'll coach them, but I'm not going to do the paperwork. The reason why some of these people have certain calls where they've gotten to the power trade line part. They got to the Millionaires Club. They got into the power corporation, where it has, you get yourself trade lines on there from anywhere from 100, 200, 300 up to $1 million and trade lines on your corporation, and so on and so on. And there's just many things, just many things. But they paid for that, so that's why they get some of the hands-on stuff. Now, those who's okay, I get you have to work on a budget. Well, then the budget, you're going to have to work within the budget because of the fact that's what it is. Now, I offer some stuff in the middle of the year if you came in to go ahead and I allow people to go ahead and become a broker with me, which means use our money to lend out in real estate for hard money loans for house flippers. We can fix up the house and sell it. All right, rehabbers, excuse me. Now, when I say a few people took me up on it, and they're doing great, but those are the ones that complain, I'm not making any money. I got to make extra money, so I can't do it right now. Okay, great. I'll give you opportunity. You can make up to $100,000 in a year if you want to do that. You just got to hustle a little bit, talk to people. I'll even give you leads. I gave some people some leads, and they died. In fact, I gave the leads that they gave me, that I knew they didn't call. I gave them to someone else, and they called, and they got results. Go figure. So anyways, next thing is this. All right. Remember this. I always tell you this. 4 points of income. Real estate covers it. It's a big gamut, so I can't put it in there. It could be anything from you wholesaling, buying, hold, whatever you're doing. And we have all kinds. There's just buy, hold, whatever. There's all kinds of great stuff. Then the next one is, of course, franchise. See, when you get to $500,000, you can get yourself a small franchise. You got to figure out the franchise you want, and you should be looking now to see. Here's what a lot of you have not learned. Now, this goes on in the Millionaires in the Making, and also this goes in the Mastermind, and this goes in the 1 million trade line affiliation company that we have. Here, you want to start going to franchises and start calling them and see what's it cost. How much do you think McDonald's costs? It's about $1.8 million, almost $2 million, and then you got to also get the other stuff. And they won't let you get the stuff what they used to, because they used to set up McDonald's this way for some people. In fact, I have some references for that. They would go ahead and get the stuff, and I found out when McDonald's bought their equipment, I bought the same equipment, and of course I sold it to them for way, I'm going to just say 25% off of everything they were charging. But now they said, no, you got to strictly get it from us. So they got smart. Anyways, the best one is Subway. Your best one is Subway. I'm going to just tell you, for a small franchise, best one. The worst franchise out there that I know of as last, I'm going to go with 2019. 2020 was, forget it. But 2019, the lowest one and the worst in the system, made 100. After it was all gross done, everybody paid, net at 100,000. That's still 10,000 a month. So those are the things you got to begin to look for. That's what, because the group that we have now, because they're over $1 million. They're over $1 million. That one is over $1 million in that particular group in the business credit. So now when we go on, I'll call, I'll do this, I'll do that to show them, because a lot of them are a little nervous. So now they want me to go ahead and do the setup and everything else. I charge a fee for that, of course. But the thing is that they get a franchise, and the franchise pays for the money that they have from the credit lines. You guys, there's no reason for any of you ever to be without ever again. Being broke is going to be your choice. Being poor is up here. Being broke is temporary. Now, a lot of you are going to waste a lot of time wishing and hoping, and times keep. Here's how time goes. Tick, 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 tick. And it doesn't care if you're happy. It doesn't care if you're sad. It doesn't care if you just broke up with your loved one. It doesn't care if you caught your boyfriend, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, in bed with somebody else. It still keeps ticking. And also, a lot of you go with your emotions. Oh, man, your emotions are going to betray you. Especially you men. I can't believe it. Some of you guys call up like you're women, moaning and groaning like a girl. And some of you I have to ask, hey, can I have permission to speak freely to you? Well, yeah, you're my coach. Why are you acting like a girl? Oh, what do you mean? Hey, I'm telling you, man, sometimes you need a kick in the butt. I get it. I have a coach too asking the same thing. Hey, what? We've been along. He goes, we can talk now, right? I said, the car, yeah. He goes, well, I'm just saying girl, but they use a different word, okay? So I said, what do you mean? He goes, exactly. See, what do you mean? Okay, I got it. Hey, you could not, if you moaned and groaned the way a lot of you guys did, you could not go into a ring and fight someone like that. You would lose because they whoop you, especially if you got a warrior. A lot of you've lost your edge. Oh, I'm 50 years old. I don't know if I'll be able to do it again. Oh, I'm 40 years old. They tell me not to go ahead and play basketball no more. What's wrong with you, men? You think women like a girly man? They want a manly man, and yet at the same time, manly man does not mean you smacking people in the face. I don't care if some people say, well, that guy has great tendencies. No, he's not. He just has that way of behavior. Doesn't mean they're gay. It doesn't matter if they're gay. Who cares? You guys got to man up sometimes. It's okay, great. You know what? You can have the most meekest woman. She will still love you if you're a meek man, but yet she knows that you like a warrior inside. I mean, I'm saying warriors. Come on. No. The warrior within. That you know no matter what anyone says to you. And you might be like this on the outside, but inside you know I'm a warrior. But you know what? You get it done. That's all. You be the warrior inside. But a lot of you really say stuff that's like a woman. Oh, I don't know, man. This happened before, and I've been burned, or you know what? I tried building corporate credit before, or somebody say, oh, you know, my family told me it's not really good for me, or my wife says this, or my husband says that, or my boyfriend, or my girlfriend, or my boyfriend. I don't care. Man up. That also means for the woman. Woman up. I'm telling you, some women are really beast. And I really have to, there's several, but there's actually 5 in my hand I can count in the group. Ruthless. Ruthless. They got their woman emotions in check. And they're real smooth when they talk too. They can kind of slice you up it's like you've been hit with a feather, but you don't know what happened to you. I'm telling you, they're good. And then sometimes they say, well, we got it from you. I say, well, I was never easy on you. She goes, that's why. You're always, he says, you pushed us in a loving way. And it's true, I love people. But I'm not going to settle and put up with your nonsense. I don't got time for it. Are you paying me to go ahead and okay, all right, oh, okay, I understand. Oh, poor you. Oh, no, man. Oh, my team telling me I got to get going. All right, anyways, so here's what the bottom line I'm saying. Give us 90 days. Give us 90 days to get you to 2 million dreams, start moving you there. That's one of the most important things what you want to begin to understand is just get in the game. Just get in the game. Here's one thing I'll also let you know. 885-886-7355. 885-886-7355. That's where you can call us at the hotline. This is what we want to change your life. The difference that matter, that makes building business credit awesome is you. Not us. Because we have our own coaching session that even we coach and make sure no one has any garbage coming out of their noodle. Why? It's not designed that way. The world designs you that way because it doesn't want you to get ahead. I don't care where you come from. I don't care your race, your creed, your religion, any one of that. Corporate credit knows no race. You tell me the last time you got yourself a... Man, where'd it go? I had it here. Hold on. I'm looking for it in my pocket. When's the last time you got yourself a Bank of America card? I'm not going to show it because number's the back. All right. Not a debit card. The MasterCard. And did the MasterCard come to you and say, hey, do you want me? Do you want me? No. You got to go after it. The world's not going to give it to you. You got to go get it. We show you how the world wants you to play the game so you can win. Because the normal world wants you to lose and make you a slave. See, a lot of you like being a slave. You say you don't, but look at your life. I'm going to kind of say something that's going to rub some of you just raw. Because I do it. I have to look at my house every week. The way your house is structured is how your life is structured. And if your house has just stuff all over the place, I'm not saying it's garbage. I'm talking like you may have a bunch of clothes over here, a bunch of it. You keep buying. That's a self-worth issue. It's not bad. That's why some people can't go beyond that. That's why some people, oh man, they have a nice house. Yes, they do have a nice house. I wish I could have one like that. Well, then just move the junk. I mean, I bet you $1 a donut, some stuff you take away that people will never know is gone because they have it for so long. All I'm telling you, your environment tells you who you are. I'm real finicky about a lot of stuff. I'm so finicky about the car windows. Get your hands off the windows. Why do you got to touch the windows when you get in the car? That's crazy. And why would you want to put your either purse or your wallet on the hood or the trunk? Are you nuts? I'm telling you. And I'm a fanatic. I'll wax the car twice a month. I did it. In fact, I had time. I think it was Saturday or day after Christmas. I think it was, or was it Christmas Day? I think it was Christmas Day. Yeah, Christmas Day. Before we went out to other places, I was like on it for 4 hours. Did everything to it. I'm telling you. Same thing about my clothes. I like them done a certain way. What else? I'll tell you a little freaky about. When it comes to paperwork, When it comes to your promise, you promised. This is honor it, or else you have nothing left. I don't care where you're at. In this world, no matter where you go, all you have is your word. That's it. And our word is to make sure that you're going to be a winner, and we're not going to quit on you, because you already are a winner in our mind. In your mind, you're not. Because if you were, a lot of stuff you wouldn't go through. You'd actually, okay, great. What do I need to do now, coach? All right, we need to go ahead and do 10 100 sprints, and you got to do them at least at 10.7. Huh? Yeah, you're right. 10 of them in a row that way. We'll give you a 5-minute rest in between, or whatever it is. However it goes, because you're asking the one to get to the level. We know what it takes to get to the level. I can take you to $48,200,000. I can take you there. Why? Because I've done it. And I've also messed it up. I can tell you how not to mess it up. Because the way people do, they'll mess it up and don't even realize that they do it. Just remember this too, folks. Borrowed money is not taxable. Don't spend money, loan money. If you're not loaning money, you're not making money. Remember this, we're not going to bring the pain home. You're not bringing the pain home no more. No more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. All right, folks, I want to say good night. Most of all, I want to thank you for your time. All I want to say to you is thank you so much for your time. Remember this, 885-886-7355, 885-886-7355. Again, the difference that makes a building business credit is awesome. Why? Because you're awesome and we believe in you. We already hold you as a Fortune 100 company, not a Fortune 500. That's too cheap. And also this, you're just like a Bezos. Remember, Bezos did not start where he is today. Any mature mind will know that. But the ones, oh, look at Bezos. No. Look at Bezos in the beginning and look where his end, right? There's not even an end. This is where part of his chapter stopped at Amazon, where he moved on. You can see really what his whole thought process was. Why? Because from where we started to where he is now, is telling you his thought process was it not making it? No, it was, I'm going to be on top. But it shows you his beginning thought till now. You want to know your beginning thought? Look where you're at right now. That'll tell you where you really want it to be. Anyways, folks, if you don't like that, oh well, too bad. I love you anyways. All right, guys, good night. Most of all, remember this. You're awesome, you're brilliant, and remember this. Only you are the one that makes a difference. All right, folks, good night. We'll see you later.